I'm going to put primer on her eyes. I have primers. Huh?
White.
What?
White.
Am I putting white primer on her eyes? You can buy translucent primer. You can buy primer in color. Like I have this one, and it's the color. I like to use the color if I'm on darker skin, even though this is not her skin color, just to kind of give it a palette to it so it pops. The same concept when we were talking about blacking out or blinking out the lids so that you can add color to it. So I'm going to do this so that way the color of the eyeshadow pops a little bit more.
I only asked because like when my sister did on my eyes, like I'm super dark and she was like white. And it made it like you couldn't even tell it was tight.
Yeah, once you put the makeup on, you can't see it.
It doesn't really matter what kind of
I'm
primer
saying
you
you
use,
can't
right?
get should like it, but it makes the
matter.
color like when you're putting if I was to just put the powder on my eyes,
Oh,
right.
wow.
It was dark.
On the eyeshadow.
On the white, it comes out
She's not listening to you.
Huh?
She's not listening to you.
Oh, that's fine.
Okay, so I'm applying primer to her eyes to prepare the canvas. I also have, you can buy, I'm going to wait.
it's like yellow and blue and black.
Is there clear primer? Where do you get it?
Comes all over. It depends, I mean, different companies sell it. You can get it from Sephora, from...
So you do go under the eyebrow too?
Yeah.
What Sally see with that?
The one on Blue Diamond. Blue
Oh.
Diamond and Cater?
Mm-hmm. Shelly, uh-huh. Okay. Blue, Diamond, and Decatur.
So what I was saying, I was waiting for conversation, that you can buy different primers. You can buy a silicone-based primer, you can buy foundation primer, you can buy eye primer, you can buy primer with tint in it, you can buy primer like black primer, you can use, like, there's also this one called Bare Canvas by MAC. It comes in a little pot, or like a little tube that you can use. So there's different ones. To me, it depends on the skin type. You need to find out if it's oil-based. Silicone-based ones are the best because silicone lays on the top of the skin, kind of like scales. So if someone has crepey skin or has blemishes, you want to kind of even the palette and then apply the makeup. And then also it doesn't allow it to seep into the cracks. Like your skin absorbs makeup throughout the day, and if you have larger pores, like I have larger pores, so if midday my makeup wears off or it's like disappears. It's not because I touched my face, because my face is literally eating the makeup. So that foundation primer prevents that, and it's better for your skin to do that first, so it's kind of like a line of defense so that you don't cause yourself to have blocked pores or things like that. But also, you, again, like I said earlier, you should be washing your face nightly to make sure you're removing all of your makeup. So, with her makeup, I'm going to do natural tones, and a standard makeup application will involve, I'm going to use a small, where's the brush that I want to use? I'm going to use a small chisel brush like our book says, and I'm going to apply first a light color on the inside lid here, and then I'm going to get darker and then add the darkest color to the crease. So you can do that in any variation. If that so happened to be that this was light blue and then dark blue and then navy blue, like if you're doing a monochromatic theme, even if it was multiple colors, say you use gold and you use green and you use black. You would use the gold because it's the lightest here, then the green, and then the black in the green. So I'm using more natural, like taupe shades. And the shade I'm using right now is similar to her primer, so you may not notice the difference just yet. And I'm adding beyond the eye here, just a little bit with that shimmer, and that is going to give her appearance of having a larger eye. Some people apply an entire eye and then they apply the next eye. For me, I have to do each step as I go. So I'm going to do the same thing to this eye that I just did to the other one. And when you see me doing this, this was called packing the makeup on. Okay, so if I find that the pigment is not as concentrated as I'd like to, you don't need to change the color that you're using, you need to reapply. So if you're going like this back and forth, see the dust? That spreads the makeup. So sometimes when people have that look, or if I say it looks like dusty, it's probably because they want, and they applied it back and forth, or they keep putting it on, but they're going back and forth, so they're spreading it back and forth, and you're not going to get concentration. So you want to apply and pack it on. And then you can blend it out after you've got the concentration or the hue that you want, the intensity that you want from that color. Okay, so I'm going to use like a medium brown color in the center of her eye. I like to mix colors a lot. I don't know why. And again, I'm packing this on because I'm going to blend it later. And I take this all the way to the outside edge, because though I'm going to put a darker color over it, I want that kind of back pigment behind the darker color that I'm going to put over it. I don't want to see color, then another color, then another color. It should fade one into the other. So now that I've put this on the top, I'm going to come over that last shade that I did and kind of blend it across the top. And that's where I'm going to do stroking instead of patting it on, to marry those two colors together.
Am I hurting you?